Hello, and welcome back to Minecraft Bedwars episode. I forgot how many episodes we've got. Before we get started, I would like to announce the reincarnation of the Minecraft account that I thought got Thanos snapped by Microsoft Support's ineptitude to do anything supportive whatsoever. So take that, Microsoft. You lose. Me 1, you 0. Let's get started. I've got a question to ask you. What was added between Minecraft versions 1.15 and 1.20? I've been playing this game for 10 years, and even I couldn't tell you what was added in between those updates. 1.13 was the aquatic update, 1.14 added the villager things, I guess, and then I don't remember what was added in 1.15 because, I'll be completely honest with you, nobody cares about it. You want to know why nobody remembers the updates? It's because Mojang is adding nothing special to the games anymore. Updates used to be so few and far between that when the updates did come out, they'd add a whole myriad of features and add so many new memorable things, and they were special. And now I can't even remember what came out in the last update, which was like 1.20, because they didn't add anything special to it. The updates are being pushed out so fast and with such little care that it doesn't matter to anyone. Where's Yellow? Oh, he's just not there. Okay, well, free bed for me, thank you. Yep, okay, yeah, just spite me. Thanks, Hypixel, very cool. Minecon used to be an actual convention and was special. Now, whatever they do, I can't even remember the name because I don't care about it enough. But if you've watched the YouTube stream, the whole live comment section was just people protesting the mob vote. It's absolutely pointless because it's the developer's job to make the game interesting and not, you know, whatever they're doing here. Great, why are you going back to red? You just broke their bed. Okay, well, I don't know why you did that, but sure. There we go. The mob boycott was to get rid of, like, the developers just not caring about the game anymore. They can't be bothered to add 3 things to their own game. I'm not cross-teaming, don't ban me. Oh, okay. Well, time to use my specialty. Oh, you're retaliating? If the developers didn't hate the game, they'd stop adding pointless features that add absolutely nothing to it. And they would, like, you know, not make the community vote for anything. The whole vote is just a cop-out for the dev team because they
just don't feel like working, God bless them.
The new update adds the automatic crafting thing, and that's all I know because everything else is so completely meaningless that it doesn't leave an impression on me. And that's not how a game should function. Thank you. They add like one thing and then all of a sudden it's just brand new update. I mean, like,
plop.
Well, that's like a whole new number or something. Or at least that's what Mojang wants us to think. The only things that the like newer updates are best known for are like, I don't know, all the attention grabbing mobs like the dolphin and the frog and the bees, I guess. Oh, you got sharpness. That's not good. We're chilling. So the whole purpose of those mobs getting added, at least from my point of view, is just to get the community to simp all over them. And we all know that they care much more about Bedrock Edition than with like the mine coins, you know, whatever crap's going on there. So I guess I shouldn't complain that they're still updating Java, but at the same time, it's really frustrating to see like they just care about it so little that they don't actually add anything. Oh, okay, bye. I mean, I hate Bedrock Edition with like a passion, but putting so little care into the core fan base of the original version of your game is just downright excruciating. Why are you doing that? Bye-bye. Despite this, Microsoft focuses more on the bespoke fanbase of Bedrock Edition who are all too willing to shell out mommy's credit card to buy generic skin pack and generic map. The community for Bedrock adds more to the game in the Microsoft Store than Mojang does at all, and this isn't right. I mean, if those people are doing so much better than the entire dev team of the company that created your game, then fire your dev team and hire those who actually care about it. In the ill-fated game Minecraft Story Mode, which is a Minecraft game, the admin of the game, whose name is Romeo, oh, that was convenient, he's shown to just bedrock over like the world when he gets tired of it or when things aren't really going his way, so he can make new and, quote, better ones. So these new worlds are all about him and, you know, whatever he wants to do. And in the worlds, he's got, like, you know, full control, like a communist country. And he was the villain of that game for, you know, like a big part of the story. And who does this remind you of? Bricking over your old version with a newer version that's all about you, one where you have full control and you milk the community. Bedrock Edition is bedrocking over the Java Edition. Microsoft and Mojang are the villains here. And while I'm on the tangent of not changing anything, you know the one thing that they did change in 1.20.2, which was the latest update that came out in September? They changed the entire format of a lot of the GUI settings in the texture packs. So that meant that I had to go through my texture pack all over again and change the paths of many different things because Microsoft decided to make the whole experience of making texture packs easier for noobs who don't even know how to use the texture packs in the first place. It's infuriating. I mean, sure, the new format allows the noobs to make the packs easier, but it also means that everybody else's packs are now broken again. And they did the same thing in like 1.14 when they changed all of the directories and stuff around. They changed a bunch of block IDs and, you know, whatever. They made a tool called I think it was called the slicer, that allows you to like convert these texture packs. But the problem with that tool is that it's a Java command line tool. Little Timmy won't know how to update his texture pack if he doesn't know how to use command prompt. It would have been a lot easier if they were just like including a pop-up in the game itself that's like, hey, you know, we updated texture packs. Would you like to update your texture packs? We've noticed that you have some that aren't up to date. And of course it's nice that the tool exists in the first place, don't get me wrong, but if they were going to go so far as to make a tool that lets you convert your texture packs, would it have been so hard for them to make one that just as a GUI, so you don't have to worry about it? It's baffling to me. I don't get it. So if it was just a GUI executable, I feel like that would make the whole process like way less confusing for everybody. But of course, Microsoft being Microsoft and Mojang being Mojang, they put no effort into it, so who cares? They'll figure it out by themselves. Why do we have to put any effort into our own game? If the above shows how little they care about their community, then just remember the time that they added a report feature so people can get other people banned. If they don't trust the community enough to take care of their own servers, then why bother? What's the point? Some servers allowed things that other servers didn't allow, and now, you know, the policing still exists on those servers, but everything's ruled under the iron fist of William Henry Gates III. Wow, I have a lot of emeralds. You know what time it is. It's bridge egg time. Nope, and it's hitting me with my own fireball time. Oh, you think you can kill me? Think again. Where is Pink? You know, obviously, you like your scaffolding. I'm sure that's not OSHA approved, but we'll look over that for now. Well, it's really frustrating to see a game that I cared so much for so, like, quickly going down the drain. I mean, I can understand adding new features to make the game interesting and all, but this just isn't how to do it. Adding new features to a game does not make your game better. It just makes it more complicated. It makes it more alienating to those who already play it. What are you doing? Oh, he's a YouTuber. Oh, man.
Welcome back to my episode of Bedwars, guys. Today we're going to be playing Bedwars, and I'm going to cover my base in Endstone, and I'm not going to really do a good job at it.
At some point, someone's going to put their foot down and, like, say no. And that's kind of what they were doing with the whole mob vote thing, but Mojang did absolutely nothing about it. Bye-bye. An example of this in action is Terraria, which is another game that I really used to care for. The reason I say used to care for that game was because they did the exact same thing that Mojang is doing right now. They went and released a whole other update that added, you know, a gigantic new list of features to it, and added like 30 new achievements, you know, whatever. And why? Hey, Yellow. I already got the bed, Yellow. Oh, you're gonna go after me instead? Why are you going after me? I didn't do anything to you. So I 100% of Terraria in like February of 2020, and then they came out with a whole new update like that in May and added 30 new achievements to the game, and that was when they lost me. Like, the developers behind Terraria, which are named Relogic, they were planning to make a whole sequel to the game and, like, you know, improve on it and add new features, you know, whatever else you do for a release of a game. And it was going to be called Terraria 2. So instead of making the sequel, they added all these features to the base game, and then they went through, added a whole bunch of new content, and now I've got to do it all again. And I mean, come on, man. I finished the game. Don't just shoehorn more things into the end of it so I've got more to do. Like, I wanted to be done with it. That's why I 100%ed the game. And for that reason, my achievements on there are currently at 85 out of like 115 total achievements, because I cannot be bothered to go for 100% on Terraria again. Just because, who knows, maybe after I 100% it again, they'll pull out the rug from underneath me and then add in, you know, a whole new update and a whole bunch more features. Like, you never know. Why did you do that? What do you think you're gonna do? I got another fireball. Are you gonna fireball me? Why? Bye-bye. The difference between Minecraft and Terraria, though, is that the players of Terraria embrace the changes and additions to the game, which is something that I guess I'm in the minority, but I feel like forcefully keeping things alive is a lot less satisfying. It would have been a lot better if they released Terraria 2. Where the difference lies is that they're both open world games, sure, but Terraria has a linear path you follow when you like beat bosses and you get armor sets, you know, where when you reach the end, you are done with the game. If Microsoft had done the same and kept Java Edition as the default instead of making Bedrock, then I feel like there still would be an issue there. Like, Bedrock is ostensibly just Java 2, which is, you know, written in C, so it's not really Java 2, but, you know, the game would be a lot more different than it is now. I mean, I'm sure that they would have shoehorned in the Microsoft Store and all the mine coins, you know, all that fun, in air quotes, stuff that they're adding to the game now. That and Java Edition would just be inhabited by, like, the 2-year-olds that Bedrock Edition has, and part of me is glad that the separation does exist there, because I don't have to deal with more children in this game than I have to. And I guess there isn't really much of a call to action here other than I want Mojang, and I guess moreover Microsoft, to stop their debauchery with their cash cow and actually put work into it instead of just continuing with it as is and barely putting any effort into it whatsoever. Then again, I guess since it is such a cash cow for them, they probably don't care as long as kids keep spending their parents' money on the game. So it makes me glad to have a Java account, because then I don't have to constantly pay money to, you know, experience new things in this game. Hey Aqua. Oh, you are lagging. Okay. Yellow. Yellow, I'm busy right now. Leave me alone. Is he just not there? Oh, there he is. Hey. Why would you do that? Why? Is he gonna respawn, or are we gonna have an episode 1 on our hands again? We got an episode 1 on our hands. Woo woo. Yeah, let's go. Let's buy 10 bridge eggs. I know that most of the big players in the community probably wouldn't risk putting their foot down because they've got, like, you know, connections with Microsoft and whatever, and they don't want to sour those, which, I mean, I can understand. But I don't have those, so I'm free to speak my mind however I want to. So, the ball is in your court, Microsoft. It's your decision whether or not you want to pick it up and do something with it, or just let it roll away. I guess that makes the score between us me 2, you 0. Pick up the slack.